Hello once again. It is time for another discussion. Now, this week, we're doing a slight divergence from what was normally being discussed. This week, we are going to be discussing the Battle of the Somme. Now, I had to find three newspaper articles that dealt with the Battle of the Somme. I found one on how the battle started, which is dated July 2nd, 1916. I found one that dealt with casualties, that was dated on the 7th of July, 1916. And then I found another one that dealt with casualties, dated in December of 1916. Now, we know that the Battle of the Somme lasted from the 1st of July to the 18th of November, 1916, which was over 4 months. But during World War I, a lot of offensives tended to last a long time. After all, 303 days was how long the Battle of Verdun was. Um, and it was a French and British Empire troops that took part in it, but it was mainly British because it was meant to relieve the pressure of the French on the French by taking the Germans away from Verdun. Now, the first, as I said, deals with the history, how the battle started. Well, it started with a 1.5 hour artillery barrage. Now, it has been known by this time, it was estimated, because we're 2 years into the war, that long bombardments only told the enemy where an offensive was going to happen. So the shorter the bombardment, the less likely the enemy would be able to concentrate for an attack. Now, when the we're discussing the casualties, the first one was had the main title of Allies Learn Guns Keep Losses Down. The losses were low on the first, in the Battle of the Somme, is what they're saying. Now, this is on the seventh day of the battle. Um, really? So we know the British lost over 25,000 troops on the first day alone. Okay, so where is that? Doesn't make any sense to me. But then, of course, when we go down to the follow up in December, the Somme battles, the title of it says, is about this, contains even the amount of the Somme battles cost Allies 900,000 casualties. Now, understanding the way that casualty system works in the original World War One time frame, are they adding in some of the casualties from Verdun? But 900,000 does seem plausible. But those were the three. His main things were how can they say it's costing less when it actually costs this much? And we know that it actually cost this much on just one day. So I'll see you again next week with something new and surprising.